Hello. In this video, we will explain the concept of branches and how they work in Git. They are often thought to be one of Git's best features due to their lightweight implementation, which makes them very fast to create and switch between. To really understand how branches work, we first need to understand how Git stores information about individual commits and the relationships between them. You may remember from earlier stages of the course that Git doesn't store a series of differences between versions of a file, but a series of snapshots of the state of every file at that commit. When you create a commit, a file is created that stores a reference to the snapshot of the content you have staged. This file contains more information about the commit itself, such as the author of the commit, the message that was added to it, and pointers to the parents of the commit, i.e., the commit or commits that came before it. To explain this in practice, let's look at an example. Let's say you have a directory with 3 files in it. If you initialize a repository and add all the files to Git, then Git will compute a checksum for each one of these files, and add the current version of the file into the repository. I should explain that a checksum is a value that is calculated based on the content of a file, and it's basically a 40-character long string comprised of letters and numbers. Here I'm showing just the first 5 digits of what a checksum might look like, above each file. When you create a commit, Git will take a checksum of all the directories within the repo, in this case just the root directory, and add that to the repo as a snapshot. A commit object is then created that contains all the details of the commit, such as the author and the message. This also contains a reference to the snapshot object in the repository. If you make more commits, the next commit stores a reference to the previous commit that it was created from. Now that we know how commits are represented in the file structure of Git, we can describe branches as a reference to one of these commits. As you add commits to the repository, a master branch is created and then added to, and the master branch reference is moved forward to point to the last commit automatically. This video may have contained a lot of information to take in, but it is a very important concept. It is, however, not important to understand how Git represents branches within its files, but it is important that you understand them as a concept.